Cam Newton and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Kyler Murray and the Chicago Tigers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Chicago Tigers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Off play action, Newton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Newton now to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. High throw, but the catch is made. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On 1st down, Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The Cam's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. On 2nd and 12, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
first and goal. A good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Dillon on the inside give. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From his goal line here, Newton. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Play action. It's Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Murray. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Dillon is into the end zone. Touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jair Alexander. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. First down, Murray. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Tigers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Handoff running left is Etienne. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Murray from midfield. They're going right back to Pittman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
There he goes left side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other, and the Jaguars get a bit closer.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Murray now on first down. And Watson has it right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run again with Dillon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. I'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and they never like get stopped so soundly during this series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 54 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Shotgun now from Murray. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A give for Dillon running right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Murray now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Murray. A short throw to Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to...
Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Newton now to throw. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To the air again, Newton. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. First down now, but that clock rolling. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. And now here is another interception. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Murray. They're connecting here with Pittman on the out route. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Murray's throw brought in by Watson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. It's Dillon again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Dillon, they try the left side with him, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Murray. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Bernard. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A.J. Dillon. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Tigers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well. And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Off play action. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton. And that is incomplete. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game. Third and long, it's Newton. He's got a man, it's his tight end, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard, and he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, touchdown! A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Newton throwing again. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Newton. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Newton on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Newton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Newton. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Dillon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Murray now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Oh, nice move. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Dillon up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 31. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run once more with Dillon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Tigers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's the big man Dillon with it. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.